street, singing Italian song. Good morning, everyone. Welcome on in. It is Talkback here on the 6th of July. It is Monday following the big holiday weekend. Hope you had a great one. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell. What a perfect song for this year. Saturday in the Park, 4th of July. It was Saturday when we had the 4th of July, and it was an amazing day for the country. Hopefully it was an amazing weekend for all of you as we get our work week back underway now. I'm definitely feeling that post-holiday weekend, not let down, but just I still feel like I'm on the weekend. You know what I'm saying, Steve?
You just don't want to be here.
I didn't say that. I do enjoy being here, but I just felt like, as special as this weekend was, celebrating America 250, that you really in some ways don't want it to end. So let's keep it going. We can keep celebrating here today.
You can keep it the whole year.
How was your 4th of July weekend?
It was good. Good. A lot of family events and stuff. It was good. How about you?
With the wife side of the family?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those people love to celebrate, don't they?
Oh, yeah. They had all sorts of American flag drinks, decorations, and stuff. So
wow.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
Had a water slide.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you go down it?
Oh, yeah. I looked like a beach whale, but I did it. So.
Did you take your daughter with you? Did she go on her own?
No, she wasn't having that. So
really?
She wasn't a big... It's really steep. It was pretty tall.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
But they got the little pool on the side, too. I bought her like a little $10 kid pool and let her play at my friend's house for a while. So
Nice.
She had fun.
That's great.
What'd y'all do?
What did we do? Not much of anything. Yesterday, my son-in-law and daughter came down with the 3-year-old. So we just kind of had, your typical 4th of July cookout, and then we did some fireworks in the evening. So we delayed it a day for them to get there. But
they graced you with their presents.
They did. Yeah. But it was kind of a chill weekend. I loved it. I'll tell you what, Saturday morning when I woke up, slept in, and I'm like, oh, man, it's America 250. So I hop on X, and I just thoroughly entertained myself for like an hour, just watching videos of all the people posting stuff about how great America is. It's just, every person uses like the culmination part of Freebird, and just quick shots of different things that make America great. So, of course, the Back Up Terry video.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah. Back up.
Back up.
That's still the funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, that one's a good one. I wonder what Terry's up to.
I don't know. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you need to just look up Back Up Terry on put it in reverse.
That was like peak 2014 or something.
Was that?
I don't know when
long
it was.
Ago? Man.
I don't know when it was.
So it's not to make fun, but it's a guy who's in like not a wheelchair, but one of those mobile.
A mobile wheelchair?
Yeah, well, I guess.
Electric wheelchair?
Somebody lights the fireworks right next to him, and he was supposed to have wheeled himself away, but he kind of freezes in the moment. And what makes it funny is the guy who was recording it. Back up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Oh, no, Terry.
But yeah, so many great videos. Then Saturday I stayed up late watching the fireworks in DC. Unfortunately, the festivities were a little dampened literally by a pretty big rainstorm that came through DC, and apparently they wanted to cancel the whole thing, and then President Trump said, no way. Once this system moves through, we're going to press on. And he gave his speech, and then they had the fireworks. The fireworks, I've never seen anything like that before. You know how like at the end of the fireworks, you have like the big finale? I felt like it was 40 minutes of just finale. It was incredible. And they had the U.S. Army band accompanying the fireworks, and they had like 4 singers who were singing some pretty familiar hit songs to go with the fireworks. It was great. It was just so good. It's too bad that I'm sure a lot of people missed it because it didn't start till like, I want to say 11:30 at night.
Mm.
But it was amazing. It was worth staying up to watch.
Did not see it.
Probably woke
Not
up
see
half
it.
of DC.
I'm sure they loved it.
Yeah, they're probably used to gunfire sounds.
Yeah.
Not these days, though.
Yeah, I missed that one. I think I saw a snippet of it. I think
Yeah.
it said it broke a world record or something.
Yeah, they had like, I think 800,000 fireworks.
Wow.
Whereas like last year's show had like 20,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was great. I saw Deborah Randolph from the Chamber of Commerce. She posted she was helping out at the world's greatest fair or whatever they were calling it.
Yeah, they might call in because I think it's still going in. Not
Oh, really?
today, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah,
She said she'll reach out.
very cool, very
Yeah.
cool.
A couple of them are down there, and
I know the weather was
part of
really
that.
hot this weekend in DC.
hot like here. Or?
Just like unusually hot for that area, like close to 100.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, but it didn't seem to lessen the crowd. A lot of people showed up. Looked like
It's been hot everywhere, they're saying. Or
it's like it's
some
summer.
cities.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
wait, what is this thing called hot weather? Oh, it's July. Okay.
Is it going to be like this forever?
I mean, other parts of the country that aren't Louisiana do have kind of cold fronts that will come through and you'll get down into the 70s for a few days and you might go back to the 80s or 90s, but then it cools off. Not here. No, not here. Here we just stay 90s to 100 until October.
Well, it's good if you have a cool pool.
I know.
Yeah, it was nice.
I noticed I didn't get an invite.
Yeah, you're always invited. Next time I'll make sure to invite you.
Okay.
I'm sure there'll be another one in a week or two. If not now, I don't know.
So is it Item's aunt who's the amazing cook? Or are they just all amazing?
She's a good cook, but her mom's
Okay.
is really, really good.
So if you ever go to a party at Steven's in-laws, you will eat the greatest food you've ever eaten.
Actually, it's all of them. All of them know how to cook pretty good. But she's the best, probably.
What was the best food that you had this weekend?
They had a lot. They had burgers. They had something called I don't even want to say it. Basically, bratwurst on a bun, but they put a bunch of stuff on it. But they call it some parichan or something.
Okay.
I don't know. And it's got like coleslaw on it and like whatever they put on it. And then I ate the pork steak and pork ribs is what I had. And then they made quesillo, which is a nice little dessert. They had a bunch of food. Red, white, and it was the red and blue lemonade drinks. And,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
America.
I've
Did they buy fireworks?
been to a lot
too?
of 4th of Julys, and I've never been to a more celebrated American one than with a bunch of Venezuelans. Seriously.
No, I know. Those
It was all.
your in-laws are amazing.
Should have
folks.
taken pictures of the decorations.
You should
like
have.
a 70-foot. What are those wiggle things? Those men that they put in car lots and stuff. It was just like a Uncle Sam one and
Really?
a blow up Liberty
Why
Bell.
did you not take pictures? You should have posted.
It
all
might
this
still
to
be
your-
up.
You should have posted all that to your social media page. It would have blown up.
Blown up Liberty Bell. Like when you get to their drive-thru, there's a
Dang.
blown up eagle with an Uncle Sam.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I feel like I really missed out.
Like American flag Christmas lights. Like it was shaped
Yeah.
in American flags. So.
Yeah.
Yep. They
Well,
ended up spending more time decorating than actually partying, but yeah. Well, our generation of kids have learned to show up kind of later
Mhm.
because we know if we get there early, it's just going to be a lot of work. So
Oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. See what you're doing there.
but we're the ones taking care of kids at this stage of
Oh
life.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah,
Such a challenge.
it is. It is.
The second you get there, though, the aunts and the uncles and the
No, there's too
Grandmas
many
are
of them. We're stuck
taking-
with ours.
oh, okay.
There's too many of them.
What?
They can't keep up with them.
Did your parents get to go too?
They did not come this time.
Oh,
No. I think Dad they had to preach in the morning or something. I don't
Oh,
know. Who
yeah.
knows what they're doing? So
yeah, Yeah.
Maybe it was the weather they were concerned about. It was kind of on and off with the storms for a minute there.
Right.
But
So I know Friday the Bulow fireworks went off without a hitch. Sounded like.
seems to be.
Did Alexandria's go off pretty well too? I didn't really follow that.
Did they have one?
Didn't they?
I don't know.
I can see you took off for the weekend. I didn't see any posts from you. So
When Friday was over, I didn't post for 2 days.
I am proud of you for doing that.
It hurts my heart, but
No,
sometimes I just need to.
Yeah.
It wasn't relaxing. It was just we were busy, you know. So, and then my wife had to work Sunday, so it was just me and Sophia most of the day, and took her to church and all that kind of stuff. Drove her around, went to the park and everything. So, made sure she got all of her energy out. So,
Trish just texted me a picture from her brother's rooftop deck in DC. Heat index was 115 there this weekend, and he's showing his rooftop deck. It says 171 degrees on the deck.
oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow. That's hot.
Yeah. Is it like humid hot over there? I've never been to DC before. Or is it dry or
I mean,
probably humid, I'd have to guess.
It can be. I mean, I think it's, like I said, it's like a lot of places in the summer, you'll have a stretch of really hot weather, but then it'll cool off again.
Mm.
Let's see what the forecast is for Washington, D.C.
Get the humidity levels. But it was a good weekend. I can go for 3-day weekends more often.
So today it's 88 degrees.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Most of the week it's going to be like in the mid 80s, mid to low 80s. See, that's what I'm saying. It can get super hot, but then cools off a little bit. Here, we just stay hot forever until October.
I like it. I like it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you.
I hate winter.
I like our winters down here.
Yeah, that's why I could never live. Not here, probably. Or Texas or something.
What about Idaho?
I do love Idaho, but my grandpa was telling me the winters aren't too bad there. They don't last very long. But to him, his not winter is still my winter. You know? If it's like 30 degrees and no snow, they're like, oh, it's nice outside. So I'm like, that's winter to me. I do love Idaho, though. That might be the only northern state I moved to now. That's like the Alabama of the Northwest. You know, you're surrounded by Oregon, Washington, California, and then there's just Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go any farther, I guess. Yeah.
I still can't unsee how they say, like, Idaho, the western edge, looks like Joe Biden sniffing Oregon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It just does.
They're worse than y'all over here about the Californians. Like, oh, Californians are ruining our state. And
yeah, they moved there to get away from California, and then they bring their politics. Look what they did to Colorado. Ruined Colorado because of Denver.
Is it ruined yet?
Well, politically speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Boise's different from the rest of the state in Idaho.
It's the way it is in so many states that are even blue. It's like, it's just because the cities are blue, you know.
Well, that's where most of them moved to, and Boise's a great city, though. It is. For now. We'll see where it goes. I'd move there. It's nice.
All right. Well, we are getting things underway. You know, it's the day after a pretty much almost a 4-day holiday. So
just call in.
Not a lot of news going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
But we'll figure out something. That's what we get paid to do.
Look, if you don't call in, we're going to talk about the Brewers and 80s pop references. So you better get your word in there.
So we got that going for us, which is nice.
Yeah.
KSYL.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Drivers across the U.S. switching from premium gasoline to regular in the search for savings. According to Fuel Cashback app Upside, daily sales of premium gasoline is down nearly 5% compared to just before the Iran war. However, regular is up around 10%. Luxury auto dealers advise against trading down fuel grades. Wall Street returned to their desks after the 3-day weekend, and tech stocks are looking at gains. S&P futures are higher. Last Thursday, the Dow rose 595 points, hitting an all-time high. The June jobs report showed hiring slowed down, with the U.S. adding 57,000 jobs last month. And Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has opened an investigation into StubHub, following reports that some fans who bought World Cup tickets through the resale platform had their orders canceled just before kickoff. The company has blamed ghost ticketing problems on issues connected to FIFA's own ticketing platform. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Summer is here and fun is growing at Rapides Parish Library. Plant a seed, read. Our summer reading program has sprouted. Enjoy hands-on activities, exciting weekly entertainment, and track your reading to win cool prizes all summer. From kids to parents, everyone can dig in, grow their minds, and keep the summer slump from taking root at RPL. Visit rpl.org to see what's blooming near you and start growing today.
Well, good morning. We'll start out our Monday with about a 50% chance of some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm up until about 9, 10 o'clock. And then skies becoming partly sunny as the day goes on. 93 will do it for the afternoon. A heat index as high as 103. Could see a shower or thunderstorm overnight as well. A 50% chance down to 74. And then showers and thunderstorms likely on Tuesday as well. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we are back. Alan Stephen with you here on this Monday morning, the 6th of July, in this, the 250th year of the greatest country in the history of the world. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell, and we're happy to have you with us this morning. Some of you are heading back to work, but not if you work for the city of Pineville. I got a note. Pineville is closed today.
You can't drive in or out.
I believe the texter means just the city government is closed today. I don't think literally the whole city is closed.
No, they lifted up the Jackson Street Bridge.
Yeah, okay.
Relocated the Purple Heart.
Good to know.
Nobody in or out.
Yeah, previously they had announced they would have been closed Friday, but Mayor Bishop moved it to today because so many people were working the fireworks over Bulow. So if your garbage or trash is normally picked up today or normal day this week, it is shifted one day forward. That makes sense.
Oh, we should have shifted ours to today, too.
Really?
Come back on Tuesday.
There you go. All right, 318-442-8255 is the number on Talkback, and let's go to the phones on the BOM Bank Talk line. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I saw something last week that I wanted to congratulate the city of Pineville on. I was staying with my grandkids, and they came to pick up their garbage in a pickup truck. And I guess the regular truck, because, you know, the kids like watching the garbage truck. And so we know the day they come, and I guess the other truck was broken or something, but they still got it out there. And I mentioned to my son, he said, yeah, they're very thorough about that. So that's so civic service. And I was impressed by that. But I was really calling about a couple other things. One of the things that my wife and I did to celebrate the 4th, our Independence Day, I don't want to call it the 4th. I heard a guy making a speech about that. He said, we don't call it Christmas December 25th. It's Independence Day. And so anyways, we went and saw The Young Washington. Have y'all seen that movie yet?
I have heard a lot about it, and I saw that in the weekend box office. It actually outperformed the much more expensive Supergirl, which bombed apparently.
What a horrible idea for a movie.
Supergirl?
Yes.
Well, it didn't help the actress was out there bumping her gums beforehand, stuff that would make people not want to go see it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Well, Washington they do a great job. Some of the history points I thought were a little different, but it wasn't fatal to the show. And it just showed his desire to serve in the military. And you know, I thought that they did it very well. I don't know who that young guy was that played him as a young Washington, both as a boy when his father passed and then later on as a young man. But I thought he did an excellent job. I've never had any training in acting, so I know I enjoyed the movie because I like the subject matter. So it was going to get a good rating from me either way. But the people inside the theater were excited, and it's nice to hear that, hear that they're enthusiastic about it. And then they had a little Kelsey Grammer, was that his name? Yeah, Kelsey Grammer, one of the actors, came on after and made a little speech. As soon as the movie ended, it says an important message in a few seconds, and you watch it clock down from like 30 seconds, I think. And so I highly recommend that. But I was wondering if y'all heard about what Tim Walz did in Minnesota.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. There was a Laos immigrant who had, over a period of years, raped a little girl. She's 10 now. But his defense was that that's how we do things in our culture. And Walz was so moved by that, and the fact that he is an immigrant, or a refugee, so he deserves kind of special accommodation, that he pardoned him. And because he pardoned him, that gave him the opportunity to escape ISIS clutches. And I know I rail on the Democrat Party every day in here, and because I truly hate the way they think. But they have gone so far to trying to be. They believe that they are the justifiers for all people, that they need to make everybody's life good and sweet. And they have missed the fact he is a member of the government. The government's primary duty is to defend and protect the citizens of their district. For him, it's the state of Minnesota. And not to fix everybody's life, not to fix what happens in Laos or Haiti or anything else. His job is to protect that little 10-year-old girl, and he failed to do that. And he's proud of himself. He thinks he did the right thing. And I don't see how you fix that. I really don't. I think we have to vote them out. And any Democrat running for office, from dog catcher all the way up to president, they are all part of the same thrust, the same intellectual thrust. And so, a guy may say, "Oh, I don't believe in that." Well, you're a part of it. You put your name on the line. I am a Democrat. That means, yes, you are helping move that argument forward. And it just, that little girl has no shot at a normal life, and yet, and the family will never have closure. This guy's out and loose. Anyways, I didn't mean to go on so long, but thanks for letting me speak my piece. There's more I want to talk about from John Adams, but I'll do that tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, that sort of thing might be why that Citizen Vigilante movie is so popular right now. Not that people agree with the actions in the movie, but I think what they're fed up with are corrupt, deplorable politicians, the ilk of Tim Walz. Thank God that man's not our vice president. It's what can you even say? Awful stuff. But yeah, I mean, what that little girl had to endure, and now to not really have justice, it's insane. It is just absolutely insane.
How old was the child?
I think
I'm trying to see.
10 or 12.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And he was in prison for 20 years, it looks like.
Would have been, yeah.
Yeah, 10 years old. Yep. Interesting, but not really. Not interesting. It's pretty awful.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll take a break. More coming up.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Cenla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your saving? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. text the word shelter to the number 989898. Text shelter to 989898.
In Central Louisiana, when you're talking great food, you're talking Southern Creations Country Lunch Buffet. At the base of the Jackson Street Bridge in Pineville, this Best of the Best award-winning lunch buffet is remarkable, featuring their signature fried chicken every day, an awesome variety of menu choices, and homemade desserts, including the now famous white chocolate bread pudding. No one does lunch better. Come have lunch with a friend or a group at Southern Creations. Daily menus posted on Facebook.
Hello, I'm Sarah Kramer of Kramer Funeral Home. Funerals don't just signify that a life has ended. They celebrate that a life was lived and loved. At Kramer Funeral Home, we understand the importance of celebrating a life well lived. And since no two people are alike, no two funerals should be alike. We will assist you step by step in creating a meaningful service that honors your loved one's unique life. Let us, the staff at Kramer Funeral Home, be your personal guide.
Tired of noisy neighbors? Want to keep pets in and problems out? Sounds like you need a Promo fence. At Promo Fencing and Lawn Care, our fences don't just work, they wow. From classic cedar and pine privacy fences to durable chain link, sleek metal, and aluminum, even decorative fencing. We've got something for every home, yard, or business, big or small, residential or commercial, all with free estimates, expert installs, and small town customer care. Promo Fencing and Lawn Care, fences that feel like home.
Now back to Talk Back 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we are back. It is Monday morning here on Talkback. Alan Stephen with you at 318-442-8255. Big game tonight, Stephen. Big match on the pitch.
Ooh.
It is the USA. It is Belgium in the World Cup soccer. And the big story with this one is how U.S. star Folarin Balogun, I think that's how you say his name. I'm not a big World Cup person, but he received a red card in the last game, which led to his, I guess, ejection from that game and then supposed suspension for this game tonight. However, apparently President Trump got involved, reached out to the FIFA president and said, look, that call was ridiculous. There's no way that should have been a red card. He shouldn't be suspended for tonight's game. And lo and behold, yesterday FIFA announced that they were lifting Balogun, is that how you say it, his suspension. First time since 1962 that a red card during a World Cup did not result in a suspension. Balogun had originally gotten the red card for stepping on the ankle of Bosnia and Herzegovina's Tarek Muramovic. Everyone thought that it was a terrible call, apparently enough so that it got the attention of the president, and he reached out. Now, apparently Belgium this morning filed a right to appeal that suspension, and so something to keep an eye on throughout the day today. But regardless, it'll be the U.S. and Belgium taking place tonight. I think I heard that the two teams met earlier this year in, what do they call it? Kind of like the matches before World Cup, and it was a 5-2 Belgium win, but everyone's saying that the U.S. team, the way they're playing now, it's completely different. So we'll see. 7 o'clock tonight on Fox, I think it is.
So now if we win, they're just going to be like, oh, they had to get special help. That's what it's going to be.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, FIFA always has this cloud hanging over it that it's a fairly corrupt organization. So this probably won't do anything to help that. But at the same time, I think it rights an obvious wrong, but people that don't like U.S. or its soccer team won't be happy for sure. So we'll see. See what happens tonight.
And all 12 people in America are excited about that.
And the tens of thousands who are visiting us from Europe and Japan and points elsewhere. Norway had a huge win yesterday. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
They beat, and then England beat Mexico.
Like, none of that means anything. I don't know. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was kind of a big upset.
Mexico's better than England?
It was in Mexico where they played.
Wow.
Yeah. And people in Los Angeles responded by all the people waving Mexican flags and tearing up cars and stuff afterward.
Nice.
Yeah. On a better character note out of Los Angeles, you know, you were talking about your in-laws earlier and how much they love this country. And they all come from Venezuela, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which they're amazing people. So glad that they're here. So glad that they love America. That's what I think Americans want to see, are people that come here and then they appreciate America and they love it just as much as we do. At the same time, I'm sure their hearts were all pretty heavy about what happened in Venezuela with the earthquake week before last. We've talked about it on this show, how a lot of the Major League Baseball players have been responding to that moment. So this moment happened yesterday in the Dodgers game. They called up a young catcher, made his Major League debut. His name is Eliezer Alfonso, and he played in this game despite the fact that his sister and I believe his mother-in-law both died in the earthquake. And so he got to play yesterday, made his Major League debut, and after the game they talked to him, and here's what he had to say.
Moment because like 3 weeks ago she told me that she had a beautiful dream, but she wasn't going to tell me anything until the dream came true. And I'm pretty sure the dream was something about this. I wish she was alive to watch me playing in the big leagues, but I know she's on God's side now, and she's gonna protect me, and she's gonna enjoy every moment that I'm gonna have.
It just tears your heart out to hear that story.
Pretty tough stuff.
Yeah.
Glad he got to go up, though.
Yeah. Man, yesterday was, if you're a Major League Baseball fan trying to follow your favorite team, this whole weekend was just weird. Because, like, my Brewers on Friday, they were on Apple TV. Saturday, they were on their regular broadcast. Yesterday, Peacock had the rights to every game in Major League Baseball. So if you didn't have a Peacock subscription, you couldn't watch.
Why don't the leagues just, and I'm sure there's obviously a money issue, why don't they just have their own streaming service?
Yeah,
exactly. The NFL streaming service.
Right, 100%. And then share the revenue with all the teams equally.
Mm-hmm.
That would make the most sense. But, like the Major League, the Home Run Derby's next week, the All-Star break's next week. Home Run Derby, I think, is on Netflix. I'm not sure what channel the All-Star game itself is on, but it's like, come on, guys, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Well, back in the day, they would put it on even just a couple of years ago, you'd want it on the networks because you might accidentally hear about it or watch it.
Right, exactly.
But no one really does that anymore.
No, right, exactly. I mean, I realize that, most people do now watch things that are streaming, but there still is quite a few people that watch on over the air or cable or just it. The whole point is accessibility. And I know the NFL, Congress is even looking at this, that they're saying, like, if you want to watch your favorite team this year, you might have to spend up to like a $1,000 on the different services to be able to see it all. That's just ridiculous.
Why does Congress need to be involved in that, though? Just don't watch them. Like, you don't have a right to watch the New Orleans Saints.
It's like everything else with Congress. They have these hearings, and then they make their political points, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
So we know the playbook. All right, to the phones again. Good morning. You're on Talkback. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Not there. Let's try this one. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Yeah. Hey, I was just, every once in a while I sit around and think about how people that used to be at Channel 5, after they left, they went on to bigger and better things. And I was reminded that Saturday, I happened to be listening to, but KLIL from Moorville, just the old music. And they had a little bit of news and the weather. and there was Nick Nicholas for some kind of Louisiana agricultural weather. That's probably not exactly right, but you can talk to Nick about that. But it's just amazing how you think, oh, if somebody's on TV, oh, they're rich and famous and all that. Well, not exactly. And so I guess, well, you would know. But anyway, I'm just amazed at how Nick is spread out from after he left. So anyway, I want to congratulate y'all for just what you do, and the program is very interesting, and I hate it if I ever miss any of it. So y'all have a good day.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that.
it, sir.
Yeah, so Nick, for people that don't know, has his own weather service basically now that is primarily platformed on social media, Facebook number one, but he also has a YouTube channel so that when he goes live, either he or Tom Convica, you can see it live on YouTube, on Facebook, and also they have their own Sunlaw Weather app. It's something that really just kind of emerged for him when he was doing a lot of this on his own anyway, just kind of providing mostly just text on his Facebook page, looking at different storm systems that might be coming through and just gain this huge following. So his second step was, well, I know that Facebook gives you an option where people can subscribe to your Facebook. And I think each subscriber pays like $2 a month or something like that. And like off the bat, he got enough people to make it more than worth his while. And from that, it just kind of emerged where he started thinking, hey, what if I could provide more? What if I could show radar updates and things like that? And as he looked into it, took like that next step of, well, but I would need to get some sponsors to help pay for this, and found plenty that were willing to do that. So now he has the equivalent radar system of what television stations normally have. So that's why if you ever see him go live and it's during severe weather, he's showing you exactly, and even more because of his great knowledge and experience of what a system is doing, you know, especially if it's dangerous weather. So in regard to This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I think that's the show that Avery Davidson hosts. I think he and Nick have connected through the years through Farm Bureau because Nick's in-laws are pretty well vested in Farm Bureau and the agriculture world of Louisiana. And they always have that big convention down in New Orleans every year. So I think he and Avery have connected through that. And they kind of have Nick on standby as their resident meteorologist.
Did he say Mooresville is where he was?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I love Mooresville. If I was 30 minutes closer, I'd
well, they have that little radio station down there that has a big impact on Avoyelles Parish with the greaser. I'm trying to remember his full name. It'll come to me in a second, but have had, you know, I've actually gone down to that Farm Bureau convention a few times, and it's really a lot of fun. They usually give out awards to different broadcast outlets throughout the state for helping to get the message out. And we've won it a few different times here at Sunlaw Broadcasting, KSYL. When I was at the TV station, we had won it a couple times. So it's nice because you get to go down. They kind of wine and dine you usually at a nice restaurant.
Nice.
And you get a nice award. So pretty cool.
Ryan, who's with the Grant Parish Farm Bureau over there too, they do a lot and works with Nick a lot. He's an awesome dude too. So yeah, we love them.
Yeah, it's amazing what Nick has really been able to do. And, you know, networking, even he has networked with us here at Sunlaw Broadcasting to utilize, for example, our tower that we have here in the parking lot. He's got one of his weather cameras connected to that. And he's kind of developed this network of cameras where he can show, hey, here's what it looks like in Gina, Toledo Bend, downtown Alexandria. So that's pretty cool. It's been neat to watch him develop that. And
well, he's also networked with people across the country.
That's right.
I used to work in Panama City, Florida at the TV station there, and two of their guys broke off from the TV station are now on the same network with Nick. And so they know each other now, and so that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So,
well, you've seen in broadcast television a real consolidation where just a handful of companies own the majority of television stations, and they have these just kind of huge bodies of stations. But with that, I think a lot of the individual workers have felt kind of a loss of creative freedom, maybe. So a lot of people are kind of breaking away from that now and trying to do their own things. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see the next 5 or 10 years how that all continues to emerge. Anyway, we need to take a break. We'll come right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk Line at 442-8255.
Ready to upgrade your home's comfort? Southern Air Alexandria is making it easier than ever during America's 250th birthday celebration. Now through July 10th, trade in your old HVAC equipment and receive $250 off per ton when you purchase a deluxe HVAC system or above. Plus, save $250 on a whole home water filtration system. These are some of the biggest savings of the summer, but only available for a limited time. Call Southern Air Alexandria today, 318-558-9330.
From America's #1 travel radio show, I'm Robert Carey.
And I'm Mary Carey with today's RM World Travel Minutes.
When Mary and I travel, we often significantly increase how much we're on our feet, and walking 13,000 to 18,000 daily steps, it's pretty common.
It is, so we're going to share some of what we've learned with all of you now. Consider packing a lightweight foot care kit that includes Band-Aids, anti-blister cream, gauze, or an ACE bandage even, tape, small TSA-approved scissors, and an instant ice pack that you squeeze to activate.
Having comfortable and sturdy shoes or sneakers is a must, and make sure your socks aren't too thick as they can cause blisters. Conversely, no socks or very thin socks can create similar issues. So finding the right weight, well, that's important. And if your feet get wet for any reason, have a backup pair of socks ready to go, as damp feet blister more easily and increase the risk of fungal infection.
Now, we don't personally use these, but we do see a lot of people using walking or hiking poles. They certainly will enhance your balance depending on what you're doing, and if it's more rugged terrain, they are something to consider.
Yeah, they absolutely are. That's it for today, everybody. More travel info awaits you at rmworldtravel.com.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
All right, thanks to one of our listeners for reaching out. Louis Coco, that is the gentleman's name I was trying to remember, from KLIL in Moroville, has the Greaser Show. It's on Saturday mornings from 8 to noon. And he also does the Farm and Home Show, 4 to 6 a.m. every weekday. 4 to 6 a.m. How'd you like to do that show?
Well, you've done worse than that, buddy. Both of us have. Morning television is no joke.
Yeah.
What time did you get into Jambalaya when you were doing it?
When I was doing Jambalaya, because we didn't go on until 5, I would get in around 4, probably. Just finish up, kind of helping the producer tweak the scripts and maybe put in some sports stuff.
Some things never change.
And you would get in at 2 a.m.?
On KSLA this morning in Shreveport, I would get up at 1:30 and get in by 2:45, 3.
And you would go on at what time?
4:30.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, 4:30. And there's no point to go on at 4:30. The only reason they did it is because the competitor down the road said, we're going to go on at 4:30. So they're like, oh, we have to do 4:30 too. But no one's watching at 4:30 in the morning. I don't even know if they register at 4:30 in the morning on the ratings.
Exactly.
So annoying.
And
if you watch the news at 4:30 in the morning, shame on you.
Hey, we'll be back with hour number 2 coming up.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenlaw Broadcasting.
AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYO, and KRRV 100.3 HD3, Alexandria. It's 8 o'clock.
Will they go with the flow? I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Team USA hopes to have star striker Flo Balogun playing in their World Cup soccer match against Belgium tonight in Seattle. His suspension for stepping on an opponent's ankle in the last match is lifted after a phone call to FIFA's president from President Trump. Now there's an appeal from Belgium to have it reinstated.
Flo got the red card in the last game. That in football means an automatic one-match ban. So at that point, he was not able to play tonight. Then they reversed that decision, suspending the suspension in effect and saying, yes, he is free to play tonight. The Belgian team then lodged a protest. They said they were astonished and they were looking at all available options. And now this morning, we hear that FIFA is giving both Belgium and US soccer federations to lodge their claims as to why their view of this should be the one that FIFA follows through with.
Fox Jonathan Hunt's in Seattle, where the match starts in 11 hours with or without Flo Balogun. The 6-day funeral procession for Iran's supreme leader, killed on the first day of U.S.-Israel airstrikes, is in the capital, Tehran, today.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and 4 of his family members are being mourned during the biggest day of a week of huge memorial ceremonies for the 86-year-old cleric. Mourners hurled stones at a billboard showing President Trump with a bullet aimed at his head, saying, quote, "The U.S. killed our father." Others held red placards with the English words, "Kill Trump," in black letters.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. At least 18 people are reported killed, with dozens more injured in Russian missile and drone strikes in and around Kyiv, Ukraine. Ukraine's President Zelensky is expected to meet with President Trump at the NATO summit starting tomorrow in Ankara, Turkey. And Zelensky wants more U.S. Patriot interceptors to shoot down Russian missiles. There's a shortage made worse by the military operation against Iran. America's listening to Fox News.
For 250 years, Americans have believed in one powerful idea, that we were meant to live free, free to work hard, free to move, free to enjoy life without being held back. But if everyday aches and pains are slowing you down, might be time to declare your independence from pain, like I did. I love telling you every day about Relief Factor, the 100% drug-free, research-based formula designed to help your body fight inflammation, one of the root causes of pain. It's not a quick fix or a temporary mask. It works from the inside out, at the source. Relief Factor was created so that people could get back to living life on their terms, walking, working, exercising, enjoying the moments that truly matter. This year, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, take a stand for your own freedom. To commemorate, we're offering a special patriotic price, just $17.76, so you can declare your independence from pain and take your control. Just $17.76 for a 3-week quick start. It's ready for you. Visit ReliefFactor.com or call 800-4-RELIEF.
Nearly 500,000 homes and businesses are still without power from weekend storms. Fox Weather's Britta Merwin.
We are looking at a hotspot in Texas and Oklahoma. The bulk of this power loss is in the Northeast and the Great Lakes, where we've seen these powerful storms each and every day. So we still have a wide-stretching flood watch. Today, a lot of folks getting a break from the heat, but these afternoon thunderstorms and even the storms that are going to happen this morning are going to train over the same areas. So flash flooding, a big concern.
And Super Typhoon Bobby's been hitting 2 U.S. territories in the Pacific, Guam and Rota in the northern Mariana Islands. The FAA and Chicago police are investigating how fireworks hit a plane coming in for a landing Saturday night.
The Delta flight, an Airbus A319, was struck by a fireworks mortar while descending into Chicago Midway Airport on the 4th of July. 52 passengers and 6 crew members were on board at the time. No injuries were reported. Chicago police say the mortar caused minor damage. Delta flight 1076 landed safely. Deborah Valentine, Fox News.
The World Cup's round of 16 got started over the weekend. Fox's Greg Thompson with the recap.
After 8 straight trips to the World Cup quarterfinals, Brazil was eliminated in the round of 16 for the first time since 1990, losing to Norway 2-1 behind a pair of late goals from Erling Haaland, which sent his country to the final 8 for the first time ever. Meanwhile, France, which was runner-up in 2022 and won it all in 2018, is heading back to the quarterfinals, beating Paraguay 1-0 as Kylian Mbappe scored his 7th goal of the tournament. As for the host nations, it was a rough weekend, with 2 of the 3 getting eliminated. Canada blanked 3-0 by Morocco on Saturday, and Mexico falling to England 3-2 on Sunday.
That leaves the U.S. as the only host country left, playing Belgium today at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern in Seattle. And again, our top story, Belgium is appealing FIFA's decision to let U.S. star Flo Balogun play in the match. His 1-game suspension lifted after a phone call from President Trump to FIFA's president. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm John Burns. One legal analyst says the 16-count indictment against Attorney General Liz Murrill is going nowhere. Loyola University law professor Dane Cialino says the best evidence to support his legal opinion is that the Louisiana State Supreme Court issued a stay in the indictment less than 24 hours after an Orleans Parish jury accused the AG of malfeasance and intimidation.
The Supreme Court, in not so subtle language, made it very clear that she is likely to prevail on getting this indictment quashed, and the matter is going to be over.
State police in Shreveport this morning are investigating an officer-involved shooting. According to published reports, it happened yesterday morning just after 4 in an alleyway near Sandbar. According to a report from state police, Shreveport officers were responding to a call when they encountered an armed suspect. We're told the suspect was shot and died at the scene. One officer was also shot, but his injuries are said to be non-life-threatening. LRN. The U.S. men's national team takes on Belgium in the round of 16 of the World Cup tonight. Case Kieschnick has details.
The U.S. won its first World Cup knockout stage game since 2002 with its 2-0 win over Bosnia. Louisiana Soccer Association reporter Paul Boron says the Stars and Stripes have momentum.
They should be going in with a lot of confidence that they could advance and maybe even get to the quarterfinal.
Leading scorer Flo Balogun will be back in the lineup after FIFA suspended his one-game red card ban received in the previous match. But Boron still has questions of the defense.
How that back line is going to hold up, and they're going to be tested against Belgium like they haven't been in the tournament so far.
Belgium is the 9th-ranked team in the world and beat the U.S. 5-2 in March. I'm Case Kieschnick.
Funeral services for legendary former Southern baseball coach Roger Cador will be held on campus today. Cador passed away at 74 last week after a battle with brain cancer. Dan Canaveri coached with Cador for 3 years and said he never had a bad day.
To have that attitude after overcoming all that adversity made me take a look at what am I complaining about?
LRN.
Attention all real estate agents, property owners, and lenders. When you or a client needs a real estate attorney, call the professionals at Thompson Law Firm. Whether the legal matter is basic or complex, the Thompson Law Firm can accurately guide you or your client to a successful outcome. That's why numerous industry professionals have trusted the Thompson Law Firm for years. They also handle estate planning, successions, and business law. Call them at 473-0052. I am a paid non-client attorney spokesperson.
Well, good morning. We'll start out our Monday with about a 50% chance of some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm up until about 9, 10 o'clock. And then skies becoming partly sunny as the day goes on. 93 will do it for the afternoon. High, a heat index as high as 103. Could see a shower or thunderstorm overnight as well, a 50% chance down to 74. And then showers and thunderstorms likely on Tuesday as well. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
But I've seen a lot of talk that this has been done before in the World Cup. Like Ronaldo had his suspension pushed off, a bunch of things. So it's not the first time this has ever happened. It was the right call. And this has united a nation. I'll also say, and I know, T-Bob, you're not a Trump guy, and I don't know people's politics. If you are against this and you're a United States citizen, deported. I want you out of the country. If you have a problem with this guy playing because you're letting politics get in the way, and you know, like Trump placed a phone call and you think this is wrong, deported. I want you on the first bus, plane, train. See ya. Go live somewhere else. This is about winning soccer.
That was Dave Portnoy this morning. They do a show. I think it airs on Fox, maybe, but it's the Barstool morning show. T-Bob Hebert, who used to be on Off the Bench, the morning show that we broadcast on our sister station, our 1410 ESPN. He's on that show now, too. He moved to Chicago. I didn't realize T-Bob's not a Trump guy. I don't remember him voicing that when he was in Louisiana. Probably smart not to do that. But Portnoy says if you're against President Trump getting involved to overturn the Balogun suspension, you should be deported.
Like I said, all 12 people care.
I feel like maybe a few more care.
couple thousand.
Are you excited about the Portugal against Spain match today?
Oh, yeah.
That seems like it would be a grudge match, right?
Yeah, from
Portugal
a
against
bajillion
Spain.
years ago.
Yeah. See, fortunately, we don't have to fight as many battles on the fields of war. Now we just do it on the pitch.
Blimey.
Yeah. Of course, Belgium, they'd be speaking German right now if it wasn't for the U.S. So
if the
there's
U.S.
that.
wins, who do we play?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they have a bracket.
Not
for
England,
that.
huh?
I'm not sure. Tomorrow, Argentina and Egypt play Switzerland and Colombia. Isn't that how Nathan said to say it? Colombia?
In Colombia.
England had a big win over Mexico yesterday. Norway, kind of an upset over Brazil. France beat Paraguay. And Morocco smoked Canada 3-0. Too bad, Canada. See you. Quarterfinals.
Do you like Morocco better than Canada? Pick your battles.
I mean, the way Canada's been lately.
I'd still live in Canada, I think.
England's next match will be on the 11th against Norway. So let's see. It just has numbers for like winner of match 93 plays in 94. I don't even know which match number we are today, but looks like you'll have France and Morocco playing in the quarterfinals, Norway against England, and then the U.S., should they win tonight, they would occupy one of the two matches either on July 10th or 11th. So
we keep going at this rate. We have to keep hearing about soccer. I'm gonna have to learn about cricket next. My gosh,
the finals are not until July 19th, so you got a little while yet.
It's 2 weeks.
That is 2 weeks. All right, let's go back to the phones on this Monday morning. BOM Bank Talk Line. Good morning. You're on Talkback. Hello. Okay. We've got a breather. Are you actually a person calling in?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry for that. Good morning. How are you? Oh. Okay. All right. Let's try another one. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
It was Darth Vader.
Calling to tell Stephen I'm your father.
Yeah. Remember I told you I work with LI or NI and not AI? Remember that?
I vaguely remember you saying that.
Little intelligence or no intelligence. Okay, so that's what I work with. I have two things I would like to ask. First of all, I called the other day, and again, remember I told you I ain't real smart. But you played that thing the other day, and I guess it's probably a YouTube thing, some lady from overseas, I think, to teach us some kind of school.
Yes.
Could you please be so kind as to give that to me? I was telling a friend about it, and they said they would like to look it up. Well, you know, the guys there told me it was on your website or whatever, but I couldn't find it again. No intelligence. So
Right.
how would they look that up?
Let's see. So yeah, we did play that on I did post that to our, excuse me, Facebook page. So if you go to the KSYL Facebook page.
I did.
Okay. Then you have to just kind of scroll down.
I did. I didn't see anything. But again, you remember I told you, the computer and I are not compatible. So what, do you remember her name?
Yeah.
You don't mind, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. If you go to YouTube, do you do YouTube at all? All right, come on.
I intertube. I used to intertube. All right, so YouTube, and what's her name?
I'm trying to click on it. Her name is Catherine.
With a K?
Yeah, Katharine.
I-N-E. Okay.
Last name is Birbal B-I-R-B.
Wait a minute. Okay, spell it again.
B-I-R. B-A-L.
B as in boy?
Yep.
A-L.
S-I-N-G-H.
Maybe that was her that called in.
That could be.
A name like that.
Yeah.
The other quick comment, I don't know if anybody else is like me, but this is weather ad nauseum constantly. Every station, TV station, and I just remember, like I told you, I'm like 80 years old, but I just remember there was never weather when I was young. You just got up and opened the door and went.
True.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
I hate watching
Yeah.
weather, unless it's Nick, of course.
Well, I like it when they say, well, there's 250 million people under it. How do they know that?
Yeah.
I mean, did you
the
go out
heat
and count them,
dome,
or what did you do? And then the other day, there was a station I was watching, and the temperatures that they were posting that should have been actual temperature postings, they posted the heat index readings. You see what I'm saying? In other words, instead of saying 95, they were all 104, 105, all that, and so I think everybody's caught up in that thing, and it gets kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't know. I remember one thing, and then I'll let you go. I remember one time my mom said, she says, I can't believe you guys are working today. I was working construction. I can't believe y'all went to work this morning. And I said, oh, why? And, well, they did have a thermometer outside the window, at home.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, it was like more than 20 degrees below zero this morning. I said, well, I don't know. We went out and we worked, and we left at 1 o'clock, because we were finished, but I didn't know it was that cold. We just didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I walk out the door every day. I have no idea what's going on. I love a little surprise. I hate looking up the weather. I hate it.
Yeah. No, it's ad nauseum. And I don't know, I know in the Bible there was like 3 people that were brought back from the dead, but I noticed that they got Al Croker back, and they brought him back from the dead. All right, enough comedy. Have a blessed
Hey,
day.
just
Bye-bye.
to let you know, he's gone. I was going to let him know I reposted the link to that video in today's live stream. So if you look at the comments there, you should be able to find it.
If it's bad, of course, I love keeping up with Nick's page and stuff, but like every day checking the weather. It's because I had to sit and listen to it for 15 years in a television station. And there's more weather than ever now because they can't fill the content.
Right.
With news.
Right.
So it's weather.
Yeah,
Weather.
Exactly.
And we know people watch a news anchor because of the weather people.
Yeah.
Like we're just filler at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I like a good surprise.
Well, let's be honest. When we were anchoring news, when the weather came on, the only thing we really would pay attention to was like when they got to the 7-day forecast. It's like during that other time, we're like, texting, checking, different feeds, whatever. It's like, oh, okay, 7 days.
And then
the most useless thing ever, though, is that little awkward conversation back and forth when the weather person is done with the weather. And you get the anchor saying things, well, we better grab our raincoats then,
Yeah, Tom sure is hot. Thank you.
Yeah. Tom was very short on the chit chat, So
we had a weather person in Shreveport who loved to talk.
Oh, really?
And 5 in the morning. Yeah, I'm kind of pissy, let's be honest. And I really try and be upbeat and stuff, but that's just not me. And so he'd be like, "Oh yeah, Steven, what are you wearing today?" And like, "What do you think you should wear?" Like, "All right, thanks, Evan." Alrighty. What really gets me going is like the heat polar vortexes and the bulging apocalyptic fronts. Those really get me going.
Yes.
And I really hated hurricane season because you'd have to always hear like, "Oh, we got something brewing out there in the tropics. Find out coming up after the break." And then, "Oh, we got something brewing off the coast of Africa. Is it going to hit us? We don't know. It's like 2 months out. Could be a fish storm for all we know."
It's 97L. Or what?
Looks like we have 97L off the coast of Morocco. Although how this could affect us coming up after the break.
The spaghetti models show it could go virtually anywhere, but we really don't know.
Here's about 17,000 possibilities, and 3 of them could hit right in central Louisiana. We'll tell you about that coming up next. And then like a week later, it's like, I have to go out and do stories. I'm like, is your generator tuned up? Some tips and tricks to make sure your generator are working properly ahead of hurricane season. We'll have that coming up after the break.
I love how news people presume that people that have lived here their whole lives don't know how to handle when there's a hurricane.
And then we also have to be like those smart aleck comments to be like, yeah, we don't really know where this is going, Bob, but it was something we got to keep an eye on. Yeah, I guess we don't have to buy that toilet paper yet, do we, Jack? No, not yet. Okay. 6 people shot today.
In other news.
It's
another Monday in Shreveport. 6 people are shot.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
See what Trump posted? It was like, since the war began, 239 people have been shot and killed in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's like, dang.
Yeah, it's not.
That kind of says
it's
it.
Not good, is it?
Right.
Not good.
All right. More scintillating news commentary.
We'll talk about what's off the coast of Africa coming up next.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Cenla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL.
Remember when eating corn right off the cob was one of your favorite summertime treats? Or how about taking a big bite out of a crisp, fresh apple? If it's been a while since you enjoyed these delightful activities, chances are your teeth are no longer up for the task. But now there's great news. The folks over at Today's Dental in Pineville are Cenla's dental implant experts. They're both highly trained and experienced in the procedure. Now with thousands of completely satisfied, delighted patients. They make dental implant surgery simple by using today's most current technologies. Along with in-office IV sedation administered by a highly skilled certified nurse anesthetist, you'll be in and out before you know it, without all the anxiety. Plus, at Today's Dental, their multiple finance options make the entire procedure truly affordable. Go back to crunching all your favorite foods. Give Today's Dental a call at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. That's 448-4540.
Got a big day ahead of you? Then it's best to fuel up with some of Cenla's best at Bricato's Restaurant. Walk right in and just smell that home-style cooking. Place your order, take a seat, and do breakfast right till 9:30 this morning. Get fresh biscuits, eggs any way you like them, melt in your mouth pancakes, grits, hash browns, sausage, bacon, even wraps and sandwiches. And don't forget their fresh brewed coffee. Bricato's Restaurant, 28 West, right across from the Coliseum. Your breakfast is waiting for you.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
Now back to Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
We're back. Alan Stephen with you on a post 4th of July Monday, but the celebration continues. I think just all year long for the next year, we just need to celebrate 250.
You can have a party every weekend. Why not?
Party in the USA.
Why not? You can try a different bratwurst every weekend.
Hey, we did have some Johnsonville brats on the grill this weekend. That was on Saturday.
They are good.
Ooh, so good. So good. Yeah. For Father's Day, my boys went all in and they, bought me a new gas grill. I had to put it together.
Oh, thanks, kids.
That took me about 3 or 4 hours.
Do you even cook? Yeah, you've cooked for us a few times.
Yeah. I do like grilling, but I've kind of gone, well, all things being equal, I love a charcoal grill, but what's Steven just showed me a funny meme.
But yeah, I'm not allowed to have a grill at my apartment, unfortunately.
You're not?
No, they don't like that.
Not even a gas grill?
Mm-mm.
Seriously?
Not that I know. They don't. You can't put them on the balcony or anything.
Why?
Well, it's a fire hazard. And some of the people that I see in the world today, I'm okay with that.
I was going to say, only if you do it wrong. And then I was like, well, a lot of people would probably do it wrong. So,
Yep.
Can you set off fireworks from your balcony?
Oh, yeah.
I'll get you kicked out. Quick.
Well, I think we can in where we're at in the city is because we hear them all night. I think we're out of city limits or right next to it.
Oh, yeah. That always stops them. Just a reminder that fireworks are not legal within the city limits.
Mm-hmm. And then half a centimeter out of the line of city limits, people are popping them.
You're like, wait, is that fireworks or gunshots? Sometimes you don't really know.
Yeah, I wish they'd stop both.
Exactly. All right, back to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback. Hello, good morning.
Someone's messing with us.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You're on.
So I find it interesting about the weather that we don't know what a low pressure system off the coast of Africa is going to do in 20 days, but we know exactly what the temperature and the sea level will be in 200 years. Isn't that interesting?
Based on the models.
Yes, exactly. So Stephen asked a question earlier about talking about sports. Why is Congress involved in the NFL? Well, because Congress granted the NFL a antitrust exemption, which gave them certain rights for their league that aren't afforded other leagues. And based on that, Congress then has the ability to regulate that. Now, I think they ought to take their antitrust exemption away from them because, I mean, what you're doing basically is forming an exclusive business that can limit its competition. That's what the antitrust part is. In other words, you don't get it. You don't get to put another team in there without approval of everybody already in that business, and that is just solely anti-capitalism. In fact, I don't know if y'all remember President Trump when he owned a USFL team sued the NFL for that and actually won. But he only won $1 in the settlement. But so it was kind of a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
And you said about baseball, isn't it accessibility the goal? No, profitability is the goal.
True.
Profitability of baseball broadcasting has been the goal since Dizzy Dean was doing games for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's not about who watches; it's who pays to watch. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, so anyway, just a little. Stephen, I'm worried about you today, man. Is it just a Monday, or are you turning cynical on me?
I've kind of been that way my whole life. I'll just try and be nice on the show.
Well, you need to put your cloak of optimism back on because your cynicism is showing through.
My veil
you
has
need
been
a Klingon
lifted.
Right. Maybe you need a Klingon cloaking device while you're on the show.
I just think it's so stupid. Like if you don't like the way these sports handle their business, just don't watch. Like no, like it doesn't matter. Like it's just a sport.
Well, you certainly don't pay.
Al, quit watching the Brewers.
Stephen has come full circle in life because when I first met him, this is a young man that lived and died by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, but I was like, it's kind of getting stupid now, so I'm not going to waste my money and time.
Well, again, that is the perfect model. People think that Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys because he loved football. But look how much money he's made and how much he's controlled who can actually be his competition. I mean, if it weren't for him, the SoFi Stadium wouldn't be there, and the Los Angeles Chargers would still be the San Diego Chargers. I mean, that's Jerry Jones. So I hope, Stephen, if Dallas won another game, that would be too many for me. So I'm sorry to feel that way. At least as long as the Jones family owns it. If
well,
we get
fun
a new
fact,
owner,
the Jones tried to buy the Chargers first.
Well, he got payback, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that was that was in the 70s, wasn't it? Wasn't it really early when he tried it?
I think it was the 80s, early 80s, if I had to guess. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, anyway, so don't watch it. And don't watch the weather because, if you're worried about the weather, there's a whole lot you can do about it. I mean, you can just make that storm turn around and you can make it cooler than it needs to be. So really pay attention to the weather because there's a lot we could do about it.
Hey, speaking of which, turn up your air conditioning because Mondami is showing us the way. You should have it at 78 degrees because I guarantee you.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he had a speech the other day or issued a decree that he wants everyone in New York to keep their AC set at 78 or above.
It's already begun.
Yeah. And of course, I'm sure at the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce wedding festivities, it was probably a nice 78 degrees in there.
Did you see Adam Sandler officiated their wedding?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh.
So I've got a thermostat story for you. Back in the Stone Ages, we had the worst president ever. His name was Jimmy Carter. And we were going through an energy crisis, but it happened to be wintertime. And Carter addressed the nation from the White House wearing a cardigan sweater. He looked like Mr. Rogers. And he lectured us on please set your thermostat at 68 degrees because we were in an energy crisis and we all needed to conserve. And I remember my dad taking his pipe out of his mouth and saying, I regret voting Democrat ever. I mean, how are you? I mean, so it's not, once again, there's nothing new under the sun. This is just a replay. Mondami is a younger, Carter was awful. Carter gave away the Panama Canal. Carter established the U.S. Department of Education. Carter had said the USS Constellation couldn't run on nuclear because it was dangerous, so it had to have a refueling ship with it 24/7. So anyway,
do you know? I'm looking this up,
and try to get.
And I'm seeing a picture of him in the cardigan sitting before a crackling fire. He actually told people to turn it down to 65 at night.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I was off 3 degrees. My model was incorrect.
See, you're the reason now we have climate change because you were at 68.
Well, right. Well, I take it as a compliment that you can fact check me and I'm only off 3 degrees. That's pretty good. I'll take it.
Al can't even remember yesterday, so don't let him talk to you about anything.
Well, I hope everybody gets my Dizzy Dean reference.
I do.
Did you, Stephen?
The old is.
Sorry, I don't.
He was an announcer. He was a great pitcher.
The only
and he became an announcer for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, okay. The only old baseball players I know are Fred Merkle and Honus Wagner.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure Honus played. I just know he took a picture on a card. I'm not sure he actually played. So the best Dizzy Dean story, Stephen, was that Dizzy Dean had a wicked curveball. And there was a physicist one time that said that the curveball was an optical illusion. And Dizzy Dean told him, well, step off behind that tree and let me hit you with this optical illusion. So that was Dizzy. Wow. He also said he would have had on the air. This is a great broadcasting lesson for you. He on the air live, he said he would have had him, but he slud.
Wasn't he an Arkansas guy? Didn't he grow up in Arkansas?
He was.
Yeah.
He did.
And his brother was Daffy Dean.
That's right. Isn't that funny? They both pitched. It's a great. There's a great movie. I can never remember the guy that played him, but it was a good movie. It's ancient. You'll probably find it on TNT at 4:30 in the morning when Steven should be doing the news.
It
was called The Pride of St. Louis.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. The great baseball movies. Pride of St. Louis. Do you ever see the Stratton story with Jimmy Stewart?
I don't know if I ever have, to be honest. I know which one you're talking about.
He lost his leg in a hunting accident and went back to, made a comeback and pitched one game in the majors with a prosthetic device. So I mean that was good. And then of course Pride of the Yankees may be the best ever baseball movie.
Yeah. So. That or Major League with Bob Uecker.
Angels on the Outfield. That was my generation.
Sandlot.
Sandlot. That is the greatest baseball movie.
The 4th of July scene.
That is.
Yeah.
Wendy Peppercorn.
With Ray Charles singing. Yeah. Right. Wendy Peppercorn was awesome. Yeah. I mean,
And was
anyway,
it Hercules
guys,
the dog?
Hercules was a dog. Yeah. And how about James Earl Jones when he said he lost the ball and he said, "You're not in trouble, son. You're dead where you stand."
Exactly.
What line is that?
It was a great movie. All right. Well,
all right, guys.
Thanks for the call.
Stop being so cynical, Stephen. That's my job. And I don't want you interfering. I don't need.
And then he said, "I am your father."
Well, I don't think. Did he say, "I am your father"? Is that what he actually
in the
said?
Sandlot? Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't remember that. So,
it must have been that other.
Y'all take care. Have a good day.
I think it was the other movie. All right. We'll be right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk Line at 442-8255.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Apple is sticking with a key partner. Chip supplier Broadcom is expanding its work with Apple through the next 5 years and plans to develop products for multiple generations of the tech giant's devices. Broadcom has long made connectivity components for Apple's iPhone. The company has been working with several other major tech firms, including Google parent Alphabet and Meta, on artificial intelligence specific chips. Checking on the market, stocks are looking at slight gains to start the week. Tech shares are leading the charge. However, some investors are questioning how sustainable the recent rally is. And a potential shakeup in the auto parts industry. Genuine Parts is said to have received a bid for its auto parts business from O'Reilly Automotive. Genuine Parts announced in February that it was working with advisors to separate its auto parts business and become a pure play industrials company. Best known for its Napa brand, Genuine Parts Auto Parts unit has more than 10,000 locations. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here she comes! Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop! Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations! Also, there's a beehive outside your store! And they're super aggressive! There's thousands of them!
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 10% or more on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired! Gross!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Of all the wireless companies in America, only one has 5 stars in every category from Consumer Reports, and that company is Pure Talk. Coverage, support, value, data. 5 stars across the board. Plus, no service contracts and no cancellation fees. Just phenomenal U.S. customer service on a crazy fast 5G network. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to a 5-star American wireless company that won't let you down. Pure Talk.
Well, good morning. We'll start out our Monday with about a 50% chance of some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm up until about 9, 10 o'clock. And then skies becoming partly sunny as the day goes on. 93 will do it for the afternoon. High heat index as high as 103. Could see a shower or thunderstorm overnight as well, a 50% chance down to 74. And then showers and thunderstorms likely on Tuesday as well. For the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talk Back.
All right. Today has kind of been like Seinfeld, a show about nothing.
Oh, those are my favorite days.
And yet everything. Back to the phones. Good morning. Thanks for holding. You're on Talk Back.
Well, you know, you can buy some kind of pellets that you can put in your gas grill to give you a charcoal flavor.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And that way you don't have to worry about the coals getting to the right level to grill whatever you're grilling.
That's true.
Al likes to pour lining kugels on his coals.
Well, I'm getting all kinds of Facebook posts about the LSU football team. Mm-hmm. And I got kind of curious. I sort of Googled and said, what was LSU's record against name teams, and what was its record against patsies? Well, they're 100% against patsies, but they're only 65% against name teams. And then I got kind of even more curious, and since basically you have a starting defense and a starting offense, I wondered how many of the starting players were Louisiana natives. And I was told it was between 3 and 4. I don't quite get how you can get 3.5, but
true.
So once again, it's semi-pro. Just, I mean, we're cheering for the Louisiana team, but the Louisiana team is not a Louisiana team.
Not like it used to be. That was one of the things that Nick Saban did off the bat was he said, we're putting a fence around Louisiana to keep these great players here. And that bulk of that team that won the national championship after the 2003 season was largely from Louisiana. That continued under Les Miles, really continued under Coach O. But now in the new era that we're in, with NIL, you're getting guys from all over the place that are seeking out the highest bidder. So it has changed. Now they're recruiting high school kids again here and keeping a lot of the kids in state. But you're right. I think this year's starting group will probably be largely non-Louisiana guys.
Yeah, well, I guess we've got the best that money can buy. I wonder how much money Digger and his crew are pumping into the athletic group.
About as much as I'll stop right there. You know what I was going to say.
I mean, if we had to worry about always having a Louisiana, and we never would have had Joe Burrow.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, well, that's one of a kind.
That was. Yep. All right.
Anyway, life goes on.
It does. It does. Thanks so much. We appreciate your call, as always. And we'll be right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255.
In Central Louisiana, when you're talking great food, you're talking Southern Creations Country Lunch Buffet. At the base of the Jackson Street Bridge in Pineville, this Best of the Best award-winning lunch buffet is remarkable, featuring their signature fried chicken every day, an awesome variety of menu choices, and homemade desserts, including the now famous white chocolate bread pudding. No one does lunch better. Come have lunch with a friend or a group at Southern Creations. Daily menus posted on Facebook.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Woo, it's hot. Louisiana summertime's here, and it's almost as hot as the deals at A1 Pool. Want an in-ground or above-ground pool? A1 Pool sells them, installs them, and has a hot summertime deal for you. Need a new liner for your in-ground pool? A1 Pools is the place to call. Write this number down, 318-449-2093. For above-ground pools or in-ground pools or replacement liners for your in-ground pools, always call A1 Pools, 318-449-2093. See them on Facebook.
Now back to Talkback 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we're back here on your Monday morning. Al Portamont, Stephen Maxwell. Speaking of LSU, I saw over the weekend that former LSU baseball coach and athletic director, the legendary one, Skip Bertman, his home and his vehicle were seriously damaged by a major thunderstorm from lightning and wind on Sunday. According to reports, lightning struck a large oak tree by the back door of his house and driveway near the kitchen and garage, knocked it down. The tree landed on the garage, caving in the roof and likely totaling his vehicle. Fortunately, the rest of the home wasn't damaged and nobody was injured. But, man, that always sucks when you have a tree fall like that.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk Alexandria politics?
Sure. I'll let you do that.
So we, Malcolm Larvadain, city councilman.
Yeah.
I believe, I don't know which district he is, I forget. But he was posting something like change is coming and like a campaign announcement of some sorts. And then apparently it's going to happen Tuesday at the Hotel Bentley at 4 o'clock. And then Urban Cast posted, I guess they claimed they reached out to him and said that he's going to run for mayor. So Malcolm Larvadain looks like he's going to be running for mayor. I tried to text him, and I did text him, and got no response. So left me on red. So maybe we'll find out Tuesday.
There you go.
But he did let apparently Urban Cast know.
The other big political story in the state right now is how in New Orleans, a grand jury indicted Attorney General Liz Murrill. But then the Supreme Court issued a stay about, oh gosh. If you're interested in that story and like what's all behind it, the Hayride has a pretty good write-up from Scott McKay. but he basically lays it out. So apparently it's over letters that were sent to the city and city officials sometime back. McKay says it's not an allegation that she sent the letters to Elena Moreno, the mayor, along with others, Williams, and the 5 mental dwarves, he terms them, on the city council who were trying to schedule an election to replace a duly elected and legally serving clerk of court. The threats, quote unquote, Murrell was making weren't threats. She was explaining to them that Chelsea Napoleon, the elected civil clerk of court for Orleans Parish, who has nearly 4 more years left on her term, is by dint of state law now the clerk of court for the entire city. This is true because the state legislature passed a bill rolling the office of criminal clerk of court for Orleans Parish into the civil clerk's office, and that change was validated by the state Supreme Court. She also explained to them that what they were trying to do was illegal, and specifically that Louisiana has a usurper law, which makes it a crime that you can go to jail for if you attempt to throw a public official out of their job without legal cause. Calling an election to replace Napoleon and appointing an interim clerk of court to replace her in the meantime would fall within definition of prohibited conduct in the state's usurper law, is what Murrell said. That should have been the end of the issue, but McKay writes, except the idiot clown car in charge of New Orleans, who, when they're not supplicating themselves to the state in search of a 9-figure bailout, thanks to the city's colossal budget deficit, for some reason just didn't want to let it go. Somebody took one of the grand juries and paneled at the New Orleans Criminal Courts building and juiced them up with the idea that Murrell is violating the state law against intimidating public officials. It's an absurd legal theory and hardly surprising that it didn't impress the state Supreme Court. But apparently it didn't impress Leon Roche, the judge overseeing the grand jury, such that he appointed Lori White as the special prosecutor to handle Murrell's indictment. And then he kind of goes on from there. But it reeks of New Orleans bad politics. So we'll see if it goes anywhere. There we go. Hey, we got a little news worked into the show today. How about that?
Yeah, well, if you were tired of election season, it's it's coming back. We have qualifying coming up for cities of Alexandria, Ball, and a number of others. Police jury. How about that? It's going to be fun. Buckle up.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Anyway, there's a bulging front off the coast of Africa.
How will it impact Central Louisiana? We'll let you know coming up after the break.
I was talking to somebody who's lived here a long time and kind of my age, and the lack of care. And I'm not criticizing of anything local, politically wise. Like, they don't know who the mayor is. They don't know because they were having issues with something at their house. And I was like, I don't know who the mayor is. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Most people just don't know. They don't know.
Why do you think that is? Like, I mean, is it just people have become calloused to it through the years?
Oh, you're just focused on your own life. And, a lot of that just doesn't line up with what they care about, I guess.
Yeah.
So. I wonder how many people would know who the vice president of the United States is. What that would be if you polled people in America.
Yeah. Good question. Very good question.
Probably not great.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be over 50%.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about?
Well, hey, we just got like a little care package from Northwestern State University from their public relations marketing office. Man.
Got some good stuff.
Got some real swag here.
And of course, they come on our show monthly. Got some NSU pins.
Well, that's the Cenlog campus. This one came from the main campus, I believe.
Oh, same family.
Came from
keychain.
Her name is Honor Camus.
If it's like the author, would it be Camus? Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows how Louisiana says it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it Albert? Someone, I'm sure Cincinnati could call and tell me how to say his name, but Albert Camus, the famous philosopher, author.
You could be right.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
look,
it's said differently. I don't know.
we got some pens. We got a nice little card she sent us saying, "Thank you for helping tell the stories of Central Louisiana and our communities. I'm excited to work with you and be a resource for Cenla Broadcasting." That's the way to do it, man.
That's
the way to be a PR person.
Mhm.
Be proactive, establish connections. This is what I coach my students, that if you want to be good in PR, you got to be the ones that reach out and facilitate the media, help them to do their jobs.
I didn't see Nathan get one.
He's going to be jealous. Well, I got two keychains. I can leave him one. I'll leave it right there for him when he comes in the morning.
We'll leave you a pen, Nathan.
Yeah. They also have nice pens. Look at that.
I am a big fan of Northwestern's purple and orange. I think those are good colors.
That is a good color mix.
Yeah.
You got that. So
it's good colors.
So, Honor, if you're listening, thank you. We appreciate that. Look forward to working with you too.
Yeah.
So, apparently, she is a former cheerleader at NSU. I was just kind of looking up her background.
Yeah, my wife goes to school there. Well, the one here.
The AI overview of her says she's a highly accomplished former Northwestern State University cheerleader, public relations specialist, and recent graduate located in Natchitoches. She's also recognized for her active presence on TikTok and Instagram as a social media creator and Alani ambassador.
The energy drink.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. So, anyway, all right. I'm going to take a break. We've got a call coming in. I'm going to take that first. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Well, since you yanked my chain, I'll tell you it's Albert Camus.
Is it
and the
Camus?
book is
Oh, okay.
the myth of Sisyphus is his most famous book.
Yep.
Okay.
I read it. It was a tough read.
Really?
I'm not intelligent enough. So
Well,
those
no one's
philosophy
happy
books,
about
you
it.
have to like read other philosophy books because they reference other books the whole time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
It's a cumulative deal. You know, the more you read, the more you know.
yeah. Actually, the end of the book is all you really need to read on that one. So
Okay.
pretty much. So,
The more
Well,
you know.
really the whole book is about embracing the suck. You know, Sisyphus is a guy that's got to push the same rock up the hill
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's worth reading.
Embrace the suck.
philosophy's not. Yeah,
That's going to be the
worth
new
reading,
slogan
but,
for this show. Embrace the suck.
I got a funny joke about that I'll tell you off air, Al. It's weird that you said that because we had something happen about that this weekend, but I can't say it on air.
Anyway, I got to get back to the gym. Thanks for yanking my chain. Let me come back on. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye. We'll be right back.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Cenla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL.
Ready to upgrade your home's comfort? Southern Air Alexandria is making it easier than ever during America's 250th birthday celebration. Now through July 10th, trade in your old HVAC equipment and receive $250 off per ton when you purchase a deluxe HVAC system or above. Plus, save $250 on a whole home water filtration system. These are some of the biggest savings of the summer, but only available for a limited time. Call Southern Air Alexandria today, 318-558-9330.
Hey, it's Musso wishing you and yours a happy, healthy, safe 4th of July from all of us here on AFR. We're off on Friday, but we're back on Monday, recapping a busy weekend. Monday's AFR presented by Relief Windows 3 to 6. Alexandria's 94.7 ESPN.
Now back to Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYL.
It makes me think. Those steps aren't as old as Philadelphia's Liberty Bell or Independence Hall, but they have become a symbol of America. And there's no obstacle that grit and determination can't overcome. There are no guarantees, just opportunities. The kind you gotta grab with all you got. Life is an uphill battle, but if you believe, if you have the heart, you can run all the way to the top. 2 steps at a time.
They did a cool segment on ESPN this weekend. It was about a 10-minute video about the steps that Rocky runs up in the first Rocky and then the second one as well. And just how it has inspired generations of people from watching that movie. And, really connected well with the celebration of our independence, of course, Philadelphia, where Rocky was set. And if you go back to the original Rocky, really that was kind of a bicentennial movie, because if you remember, Apollo Creed was wanting to do something really big for the bicentennial. That's why he comes out with, the whole garb where he's dressed like George Washington and has the red, white, and blue trunks. And, Rocky's like the ultimate Cinderella underdog story, which just resonated with Americans enough that a low-budget movie became a winner of the Academy Award.
It's a good movie.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the first one I saw was the one with the Russian.
Oh, yeah. 4. Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
I must break you. Go for it.
And I think 5 came out.
5 was kind of a bad one.
And there was one after that.
Yeah, Rocky Balboa.
Never saw that one.
And then you had Creed, the 3 Creed movies.
3 of them.
Yeah, the first 2 were pretty good. The third one,
I can't believe there's been 3.
Yeah, so it's been an amazing franchise for sure. I think I saw somewhere that it's Stallone's birthday today. Let me fact check that, Stephen. What are you gonna be working on today, by the way?
The Catholic Church over in Woodworth is doing a big revamp. They're building a pretty much new church, so we're gonna go check it out.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
They got a Wells Parish design architect doing it.
Nice. I am correct. Sylvester Stallone, his birthday is today. He is 80 years old.
Golly.
Born July 6, 1946. It's pretty good for 80.
Would you look at that?
Yeah. Of course, I'm sure there's been some work done.
Rambo or Rocky?
Oof, that's a tough one. 2 great movies. Both the original First Blood movie and the first Rocky movie have some similarities where they just you kind of go into it not knowing what to expect and come away from it just absolutely loving the character, John Rambo. Nothing is over. Nothing. Just shut it off. Which really resonated because, a lot of what Vietnam veterans were carrying at that time. So, of course, the way both figures kind of transformed in the subsequent movies, it got a little wild. By like Rambo 3 or whatever. It's just kind of a movie to kill people and blow up stuff.
Yeah.
Rocky 3 kind of, he had the whole scene with Hulk Hogan. And then Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang. Hey, woman. Oh, my gosh.
Rambo was good, the first one.
Yeah.
I might check that out tonight. That'd be a good movie to watch.
As the kids say, low-key, great.
Low-key, great. The only thing I've been watching lately is HGTV. I like those real estate shows.
Really?
Yeah, I like watching people buy houses.
It's because you're dreaming of buying a house.
No, I just like it. I enjoy it. I like looking at houses more than taking care of one.
I saw on X, there's a report apparently that internally, it hasn't come out yet, but the government has found that housing has increased 30% because of the level of illegal immigrants in the country. I don't know if that's...
Housing has increased 30%.
Yeah. The cost of housing.
Oh.
Because of illegal immigration.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. That's your thought for the day.
Interesting.
All right, Nathan, he'll be here with you tomorrow. I know Matt Ritchie will be here as well. Saw him over at a wedding Friday night, so I think he'll be ready to go, and I'm sure that'll be a good one. I believe Wilbur Carmouche is scheduled for tomorrow also. So you guys have a good show, and I'll see you again on Wednesday.
All righty, see ya.